Good morning. Sorry about the crunching. Trying to hurry and quickly finish my breakfast. Good morning, Lana. Morning, Judy. I was rushing to get the kids to school, so of course, mom last. Good morning, Susan. Happy Friday, everyone. It's a beautiful day. I think maybe the rain got changed a little bit, hopefully, or it's not going to be until this evening, it looks like. See, but I'm loving the weather this morning. Hope everyone has had a good week thus far. So this morning, you'll just need your weights if you choose, and definitely a stable surface, whether that be a countertop or a chair, something to just provide some balance for you. We're going to do some different things this morning that we made similar, but we've not done them like this. So we're going to do some challenging things this morning. Also, and I'll announce this at the center on Monday as well. Um, but next Friday, I will not be filming. I will be in Florida, or Florida. I will be in Texas. I wish Florida would be nice. I'll be in Texas. I leave Friday morning, which is the 21st, very early in the morning. However, if you want to still get your workout in, I encourage you to get here on the center's page and you can just find old videos that we've taught classes. Maybe it's one you haven't done from me yet, because by this point we have quite a few filmed. Um, so, but next Monday and Wednesday, I will be at the center teaching next week. So that is the 17th and 19th. So I still am teaching next week. There just will not be a Friday class. And I believe Jay at the center um, is going to post something, put something on a wall. There's been discussion about that. And then the 24th, which is the last week in May, I will not be teaching at all. I will be in Texas on vacation with my family for a wedding. So I know that Jamie has discussed the option. If some of you want to still come to the center on that Monday and Wednesday, Leaf, our media coordinator, I think is able to set up the computer so you guys can still watch me and take a class that's been pre-recorded on here as well. So those are lots of options for you guys. Good morning, Mary. Um, to still get your while I'm gone. Um, and I apologize. I have two trips this summer. Normally, I don't travel this much. Thank you, COVID. We've had some trips come up that we had canceled last year. So I'm sure everyone can relate a little bit to scheduling being a little crazy with COVID. So make sure you have your weights, water, something to balance. So chair, countertop, something stable. As always, Remember that you can take breaks even if I don't cue them. Listen to your body. If you're ever feeling out of breath, faint, please just sit, take a moment, jump back in when you're feeling ready and able to. Any questions this morning? I know this is difficult because I can't hear you, but if you'd like to type any questions that you have, let's take just a few moments before we start class here, and write any questions that you may have. Also, thank you for Friday. No, I'm sorry. What is today? Wednesday at the center. We did things a little differently, so I appreciate your patience, those of you online. We didn't create as much movement as I typically have us do, but I really wanted to engage in some fellowship. Good morning, Vaughn. I really wanted to engage in some fellowship with everyone, and just get to know them, because you know that I often say, and it's very important, that not just the physical part is important in our sessions, but the heart space and our mental space. So just wanted to have some activities to get to know everyone at the center as well as you at home. Thank you to those that participated online. I know some of you were playing along and answering. Good morning. We're answering some of the questions online as well, and you really enjoyed getting to know some of the fellow participants at the center as well. So I really do appreciate you and your patience and going through that little exercise. So if nobody has any questions or thoughts that they'd like to share this morning, if you do, you can go ahead and post that. If not, we will just get started with our movement this morning. Make sure you have your water close. And I know some of you have reached out to my personal page, and that's okay. Sometimes if you have questions that way and you want to send me a little message, that's perfectly fine. If you don't want to write it here on the main group page, that's perfectly fine. So if nobody has any questions, we're going to get started. One last thing is remembering our mantra this week has been laughter is the best medicine. And we also, it helps lower our cortisol levels. So if we can find those ways to find that laughter. I know we had a lot of laughs at the center this week, which was really super fun. So thank you for that as well. We will get started, and we are going to start standing this morning, knowing that you can sit whenever you feel like you need to. But we're going to challenge ourselves this morning. This is advanced strength training for those of you that want to know what this class is. So we do advanced first, which is where I take it a little different than I would the other two sessions, which are our 30-minute sessions, quite as intense. So know that for yourself. If you maybe feel like this class ever becomes too challenging, the other two classes, we take it down a notch. So, but know that I give you lots of options, okay? So we are going to start, and you're going to have your chair right here beside you today. So instead of in front of you, you can keep your hand on it the whole time for stability. So we're just going to come into some marching. You can march with both your hands if you'd like. Just important to keep your chest nice and long, open. Spine is long. If you see me walking up here, it's to make sure that I'm not missing anyone online. So keep with those nice marches. Inhaling through the nose, exhaling through the mouth. In our warm-up, it's a great time to tap into your intentions. Why are we here this morning? Maybe some goals you have for yourself. And every exhale just releases any tension or stress you may be carrying with you this morning. Nice job. 5, 4, 3, and relax. This is our next move. You can keep your hand there if you need it. So I'm going to show you that variation first. We're going to come into high knees, and you can take this as slow or as quick as you need to. So see, I'm changing up the tempo. Okay, that's your first move. If you want to take it a little further and advance your balance, you're going to take your arms out to a T, and you're going to lift into those marches. Nice job. Whatever variation you choose, just lifting those knees, pulling them up to your core. Think about pulling the abdomen muscles and the top of your thighs together. So, not rounding, keeping that spine nice and long. Inhaling as the leg comes up, exhaling as it comes down. Beautiful. Taking this as slow as you need for you. Nice job. Keep working. Nice. 5, 4, 3, 2, and last 1. Nice job. All right. We're going to swing our arms, alternating back and forth, just loosening up the shoulder joints. Maybe having our heart rate, you can hear me probably breathing a little heavier in the mic. I apologize. That means we're moving this morning. Just keep reaching those arms. Nice job. All right, we're going to add our marches with our arm swings. So know that you can not do the arms and you can just go right back into marching on. You know that I'm famous for that. Adding on, layering. Go wherever's comfortable for you. And again, taking this as slow as you need it to be for you. Inhaling and exhaling. Nice job. And 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice job. All right. We're going to go back into some more things. So our legs are parallel. We have our chair here for support. So we are going to shoulder roll to start. So tiny ones here. Just start rolling the shoulders. We're starting there. Then what's going to happen as you roll your shoulders, do a little knee bend. So I'll turn to the side. If you need your chair, you can roll and sit down. Roll and sit down. Nice job. You can have your chair here the whole time, so it's there for support. Or if you want a little challenge, you let go of the chair. And it's just a little parallel squat. It's not super deep because we're still warming up. Nice job. And 3, 2, and 1. Nice job. We go back into that walk, marching, little speed walking this morning. Beautiful. Keep working. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Standing tall. We're going to go right back into those shoulder rolls, but this time switch the direction and get that little squat. Switch. So roll the shoulders, little knee bend here. Nice job. And 5, 4, 3. Nice work. Keep going. 2, and 1. Nice work. Start to just noodle your arms around here. Noodle arms here. Beautiful. All right, last little bit of warm up here on each leg. So we're going to stand on our counter or chair, putting weight into your left leg, nice and sturdy. You're just going to lift this right leg and start to do those little ankle rolls here. First to one direction. Sitting nice and tall. And when you're ready, you can switch the direction of those ankle rolls. Beautiful. And we're just going to switch. You can move your chair if that feels more comfortable for you, or you can just lift that inside leg and roll the ankle. Whatever you choose is fine. I just don't really want to have to move my chair again. And when you're ready, switch directions of those rolls. Nice job. Beautiful. Grab a drink. we're going to move into our strength portion, and we're going to do kind of a series. We're going to do some movements, take a break, do another movement, take a break, repeat the first movement and the second, and then we're going to do some seated core and cool down. So our strength this morning will push us a little bit, and we're going to do it standing. So, but know you have that support if you need it. And you can always do most of these movements seated, but I wanted to challenge us this morning. So we're going to do it standing. So I'm going to show you the first movement, okay? So you can either stand this way to do the squats with your hands on the chair the whole time, or you can stand to the side. Maybe your hands come in prayer and you're going to come into your squats here, okay? Whatever you choose is fine. But what we're going to do is a 2 count. So we're going to go down, 1, 2, up, 1, 2. Same thing here. Down, 1, 2, hold, come up, 1, 2. All right? So wherever you're choosing this morning, we're going to get ourselves set up. We inhale down. We exhale, release. Inhale, 2 count, hold. Exhale, release. No, you can have your chair the whole time. And release. Inhale keeps our core in. Exhale, push through those heels. Exert that energy. You got this. Hold and release. Really sink that hip back like you're sitting in a chair and release. That spine stays long. We don't hunch over or arch our back. I'll show you from the side. Keep your spine as long as possible. And lift. 4 more, hold. And lift. Go down. And up. And up. This is the last one. Hold it. You're going to hold that squat. Sink those hips back. I just want you to pulse, which is just a little tiny up and down. Squeeze your quads. Everything's engaged. You don't have to go super deep. Only go to your range, but you're pulsing in that burn zone is what we call it. Working those muscles just a little bit longer here. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release, maybe shake out the legs. Way to work hard for me this morning. Wonderful. Grab a drink if you need it. Whew, nice work. Next move we've done before. We're going to stand next to our chair and we're going to come into our heel raises. So lifting the heels, your chair is there to support you. Don't be concerned with how high those heels get. The most important concept is to make sure you're squeezing when you come up. You're squeezing the glutes. We're warming up the feet here. We're strengthening the feet. Woo! John Lou. I love it. That means we worked hard, didn't we? Nice job. Keep squeezing. Up and down. Let's do 8 more. And then we are going to go back into those squats this morning. But you can do this. I know that you can. But if you get short of breath or it becomes too much, just take a break. Let's do 4 more of these heel rises. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release. Shake out those feet for a moment if you need it, because sometimes our feet start to scream at us. Nice job. So taking the variation that you did before, so if you want your squats to be holding the chair the whole time, that is perfectly fine. Or you can come forward, legs are parallel, hands and heart, okay? So when we're ready, we're going to hold it again. We're going to go down, hold for a 2 count, up, release, down, and up. Think about activating those legs, really squeeze them. And you're really sitting back like you got that pretend chair behind you. And up, nice work. Pull that core back, keep it engaged. And remembering you can take this as slow as you need to. If you need a longer count than 2, listen to your body. That's so important. Inhale, push through those heels and lift. 4 more. You know what's going to happen. We're going to hold it one more time here. You got this, I promise. Last time, hold. Little pulses, just tiny little movements. I'm pushing through my heels and I'm lifting like I'm going to come out of the squat, but I'm not going to let you just yet. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. You got this. 3, 2, and release. Shake out those legs. Connect back to your breath. If it started to get elevated, nice job. We're going right back to those heel raises, and then we're going to take a break. And you can take a longer break here. So setting yourself up, coming into those heel raises. Nice work. Keep squeezing. Beautiful work, everyone. Keep going. Let it be the motivation that we get a break after this. It'll feel so good. Keep reaching. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release. Release, release, release. Beautiful work, everyone. We did 2 rounds of that. You should be very proud of yourself. So grab yourself a drink. Before we go on to, we're going to use our weights if you choose. You don't have to use weights. You can use canned goods, bottled water. No weights are also a perfectly fine option. So take that rest. Find your breath. We're going to take a whole minute here. So what I like to tell people is if you're taking this active recovery, don't stop necessarily moving. Shake it around, maybe shake your arms. You can close down your eyes. You can focus on your breath, connecting it back, grounding it. All good ways for that active recovery until we get started again. Maybe tapping into your intention or your goals for this morning. Nice work. Taking your time, coming into that breath work. I'm going to set you up for the next movement, but know that you continue your break, please. We've done something similar to this, but we're doing it a little different this morning. I'm encouraging you to stand, but if that does not feel good for you, then we're going to come into just this bicep movement. You're going to lift your leg and lift your arm. Okay, that's your choice. And then we're going to add on, and it would look like this. You're going to take that leg out to the side, sitting in the chair. But if you're standing with me this morning, that chair is going to be at your side for stability. You're going to take this left leg, get a soft little bend in it, holding your chair. That right foot's going to come forward, taking that bicep forward. And as you lift the leg, you lift the bicep. So inhaling it up, exhaling it down. If you want to challenge your balance this morning, you can let that hand hover off the chair and really think about the muscles you're engaging here. So we're squeezing this inside hip, which is stabilizing us. We're squeezing this quad as it's coming up, and we're definitely working that bicep. Our balance is working here. Nice job. Let's do 5, 4, 3, keep squeezing, 2, and 1. Release. Maybe wiggle out the legs, work out the feet here. We're going to move on to the side with a bicep. So if you are sitting in your chair, I showed you that. Leg goes to the side with a bicep. If you're standing, we're getting a soft bend in that inside left hip. I'm going to move my stuff so I don't kick it. So our arm's going to come out to the side as a wide bicep. Right leg points the toe, and we lift. Now, this does not have to be a big lift in the leg. It can be this small, okay? Wherever you are, maybe you're holding the chair the whole time, and that's perfectly fine. Maybe you want to challenge your balance, even if you just try it for a couple and then feel grounded back with your chair. Soft bend in this inside leg because it's going to stabilize you. If you start to shake, that's okay. That means your body's working hard for you. Breathe. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Whew. Nice work. Release it. All right, friends, this is where I said we were going to do some challenging stuff this morning, but I know that you can do this. We're always stronger than we think we are. So we're going to combine those two movements together. So if you're in the chair, same thing. We're just doing it together. Standing, inside leg, soft bend. Taking that front leg forward with a bicep, get grounded, arm comes to the side, and lift. Taking this as slow as you need to. If you need to stop in between each set, letting that foot come down before you move on, that's fine. If you want to challenge your balance, you can do that as well. Keep working. You got this, I promise. Little combo. What happens here is not only are we doing strength here, but we're getting our heart rate up a little bit because we're adding these layers on. Nice job. Let's do 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now, if this hip started to talk to you, it's not a bad thing. It's not you're hurting yourself. It starts to hurt because we're working that hip muscle to keep us balanced and we're squeezing everything so we can do that movement. So it's actually so good for you to work those hip muscles, all the joints involved. So great job. Take a little bit of a break. Take some water. So good, you guys. So good. I know I'm challenging you this morning and you're doing awesome. Take your time. I'm not rushing you. I'm just moving my chair. So never feel rushed when I start moving. Take your time. Also a good stretch for your hip. You can stand next to your chair, take your left leg behind, stabilize yourself, and just push that hip that was the working hip out just a little bit, maybe touch the wall, just stick it out a little bit. Or if you don't want to cross, you can do this movement without crossing your legs. Crossing your legs just makes it a little bit more of an intense stretch. Beautiful. All right. Remembering, if you decided to sit in your chair, we're going to go to the left leg, and we're going to start here with just our biceps, and that leg lift to the front. Then we'll add bicep in the leg out to the side, and then we'll do them together. All right? So set yourself up wherever you feel comfortable this morning. I'm going to start here. My right leg now is going to have a nice little bend in it. Left leg's going to point forward. And we're going to start with just that leg lift with a bicep curl. Nice job. Lifting and lowering. Always thinking about reaching rather than getting that leg up really high, okay? Squeezing. And don't forget that beautiful breath. Inhaling as the leg comes up, exhaling as it comes down. Nice work. Let's do 8 more. We can do this. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release. Maybe shake out the legs again. Maybe take a big inhale. Exhale, release. Nice job. We're going to go into that other side. So right leg's nice and stable. Bicep, take that leg out to the side. Remembering just a little lift is perfectly okay. Maybe you hover that hand. Maybe you don't. It's so important to meet your body where you are this morning. Breathing. Nice job. Keep squeezing. And make sure that's so important that core stays nice and engaged. That's why we inhale when we lift. Inhale, release. You got it. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release. Shake out those feet. You're so close, friends. We're almost there. Way to work hard this morning. Pushing through our weekend really strong. All right, we're going to do it again. This time we're doing it together, that combo. So foot forward and to the side. Forward and side. Nice job. Keep breathing. This is last little hard work. We get another little break here. And then we're going to go seated core. So we're almost to the seated portion. You got this. Let's do 8 more, no matter where you are. Beautiful. Squeezing. Let's do 5 and 4, 3, 2. Last one right here, friends. And release. Woo! Nice job. Shake it out. Dance around a little. Have some fun. Find that joy this morning. I know I pushed you, but I'm so proud of you. Way to stick it out. Challenges are what changes our bodies. So we never want to stay stagnant in what's comfortable. Even if it feels a little uncomfortable, we want to really push ourselves just a little bit. It's so good. Always and forever. So good for our bodies. So taking your time, friends. We're going to come seated to our chair for the last little bit of work this morning. Should feel real nice to sit. Wonderful job. Whew. All right. We're going to go into our abs this morning, and I'm going to show you some options. So one option is, I'm actually going to show you from the side. This is your first option. I'm going to scoot myself just a little bit away from my chair. My arms are going to come up over my head, and I'm going to lift my leg. But I'm not going to reach for my toes. It's coming from your hip flexor and the bottom of your core to lift your leg. So this is option number 1. Option number 2, if you want more of a challenge, you have a weight and you lift and you lift. You can lean back a little so you can feel that core even more. Engaging, lifting, and lowering. Beautiful. Keep breathing. Inhale as the leg comes up. Exhale as it comes down. Keep working. You got this. 8. Breathe. 5. 4. 3. I'm shaking. 2. And 1. Release. Maybe you wiggle out your back. Breathe deeply. Beautiful work, friends. That's a good movement. Remembering that the weight is just optional. You can do this without. I'm going to show you the next move. So continue to breathe and take your break. So we're going to come back into that. But this time, we're going to reach across my leg and come up. Reach and across. So this is first option to really feel those abs. If you want to add on, we go back with that weight. You cross it over, working those obliques. All right? Whatever you choose, get yourself set up. Nice and long spine. Slightly lean back so you can really feel that core engage. Reach opposite leg, opposite arm across, and reach. And reach. Beautiful. Inhaling as the leg comes up. Exhaling as you go over. You got it. Last little bit of hard work this morning. You're almost there to the cool down. Let that be your motivation. You're almost there, friends. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release. Beautiful work. We have one more movement for your abs, and then we get to do our cool down. All right? So take your break. I don't want you to rush. I always like to show you first before we do it together. So I'm going to turn my chair, actually, so you can see me. Weights are an option. You do not have to use weights. We're going to put like if we were doing sit-ups, we're going to put our hand behind our head here. And I'm going to dip down, take this weight down, and back up. Then right arm goes down and back up. So know that you can do this with no weights right here. Reaching and pulling. Try not to let your chest come forward as you come down. Try to keep that spine long as possible. All right, we ready? We got this last hard work, last strength exercise before we get to go to that beautiful cool down. Inhaling as that arm goes down. Exhaling as you bring it up. Beautiful work. Keep that core nice and engaged. Feet are flat on the floor. And only taking this reach as deep as it feels good for you. You don't have to go all the way to the ground. Nice job. Keep working. Woo! Last hard effort. We got this. Keep breathing. Let's do 8 more. We got this. Take this as slow as you need to. 6 more. Really working into those obliques. Starting our weekend nice and strong here. Let's do 3 more. And 2. Come on, we got this. So good. 1 more. And release. Woo! Maybe roll out those shoulders. If they started to talk to you this morning. Wonderful job, everyone. You did so good. Take a breather, take a drink, and then we will begin our cool down. So take your time, stay seated. We'll do our cool down in the chair. Unless you want to stand, it's up to you. So I'm going to show you both options for your cool down. Actually, I'll show you seated first. If you choose, we're going to start with our our left leg bent, left leg's long, and you're just going to keep those feet flexed, and you're just going to reach down towards your toes. Don't worry if you don't touch your toes, but lean with your chest forward, not your tummy. So you can really feel the back of that leg get a stretch. It should feel nice. Breathe into the stretch. And slowly roll up. We're going to bend our right leg, left leg's going to go long. And again, slowly roll down, trying to grab those toes. Breathing into that stretch, keeping the foot flexed so we feel it in the back of the leg, the hamstring, and the calves that we worked well today. And slowly release. We're going to stand for this last part. We'll sit back down, but I want us to stretch out our legs this morning. So take your feet a little wider than your hips, toes. I don't know if you can see my feet, but my feet are up at an angle and my heels are slightly in. I'm just going to slide my hands down and I'm going to reach my chest forward and my booty sticking back. And all we're going to do is side to side. You don't have to get super deep here. It doesn't have to look like me. But you're kind of stretching out the inside of your legs, your hip joints. Those might have talked to you this morning. So back and forth, very slowly, really sink into those stretches. Nice job. We're going to come center. We're going to do a nice big inhale over top. Exhale, reach forward with that heart. Slowly release. Everything's going to come down. Now, if you want to stay in your chair, you can do this over your chair, just seated. That's fine. Getting deep, if you got to put a bend in those knees, that's totally fine. But release everything. Head hangs long, shoulders relax. Maybe the head moves around gently, shaking it yes and no. Really getting the back of those legs a nice stretch. And slowly, inch by inch, so you don't get dizzy, roll up till your head is the last to come up. Nice job. Beautiful work. Bringing those legs back to parallel, sitting yourself back in your chair this morning. Oh, nice work. We're going to come into some seated cow. We worked that core really nicely. So inhale, come chest forward. Exhale, push those palms towards the top of your legs and round your spine. Inhale. Exhale. Maybe find some movement with your own breath cadence. Tapping in. Feeling grounded after a hard practice. You did so good. Nice job. One more wherever you are. And when you finish, just come center. Nice work. We're going to either, two options here. You can cross your right foot over your left and come down and grab that toe so you're getting that hip stretch. If that feels good, that's an option. If you want to cross your legs, sitting nice and tall and gently twisting towards the bent leg, holding your leg, that's going to be a nice stretch as well. So either option, either coming forward or crossing your leg, and gentle twist here. Keep that spine as long as possible if you're coming into this variation. Feeling that hip get a nice little stretch. And exhale. Next movement. If you want, this is extra. If this does not feel good for you, don't even try it. Okay? It's not a big deal. You're going to take this leg, like if I'm sitting with my leg up like this. If this is enough stretch for you, this is perfect. If you want to just gently put a little bit of weight. So I'm just putting my arm right here and coming forward, keeping my foot flexed. Then that gets a little deeper into that hip stretch that we worked. If this movement does not feel good, you don't like your leg up here, then don't do it. Just bring it down, okay? Beautiful work, friends. We're going to do all that on the other side. So left is either going to come right here over your right foot and you're going to slide down, getting that hip stretch, or you're going to take the left over the right, sitting nice and tall and gently twisting over that leg, maybe holding that leg in so you can feel that deep stretch. Nice job. Breathing into that stretch. And release. Remember, we can take this option if you'd like. Knowing that one hip may feel good to do this, the other may not like it. Totally normal. This is my tight hip side, so if you can see, this knee doesn't like to get quite a deep stretch, and that's okay, but I can still feel it stretching out that hip. So do whatever feels good for you this morning. Breathing into that stretch. And slowly release. We're just going to, you see I'm kind of picking up my feet like a little heel rock, and I'm also rolling my shoulder out as I do it. So lifting the heel, rolling each shoulder, alternating. You don't have to add the legs. It's just cooling down those feet as well. Nice work. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's take those arms back to a nice big hug, right over left. Give yourself a nice little squeeze this morning. Maybe feel free to explore by rounding the spine if that feels good for you. And inhale, release. We're going to take left over right this time. Nice little hug. Maybe visualize giving yourself some love this morning for showing up for you, for creating that movement that is so important for our mind, body, and spirit. Exhale, release. We're going to do our normal class thing where we're going to finish with some big love for ourselves. So let's scoop up 2 big scoops of love. Inhale through the nose. Exhale, release all that doesn't serve us. Nice job. One more time. Nice big love for yourself. Exhale, heart center. Releasing. Take a moment maybe. Create some silence, some gratitude for yourself, some love. Slowly blink the eyes open. Wonderful job, everyone. Way to push hard this morning for me. You did so good. I hope it was just what you needed to start your Friday. If you are staying on, we have another class at 10:15 and then one at 11. And those will be not quite as intense as we just did, because those classes are more of our basic 101 strength training. So feel free to continue on if that serves you this morning. Thank you, Jonna Lou. Thank you so much. See you at the center soon. Thank you, Lana. Appreciate the kind words so much. Oh, wonderful. Thank you, Lana. You too. Have a wonderful weekend. If you're staying, this is a perfect opportunity to use the little girls' room or grab a drink of water, maybe do some gentle stretching, all good things. Thank you so much, Yvonne. You are so welcome. Wonderful, Mary. Glad you're staying. My shirt keeps. Good morning, Betty. We have about 5 minutes before we'll get started, seeing if anyone else is going to show up this morning. Well, Betty, it might be just you and me, friend, but we will definitely get some movement in. Betty, I was just curious. I'm just clicked on your little picture here and you went to Frankfurt High. Is that Frankfurt, Kansas High? Just wondering. I actually went to college with a girl from Frankfurt, Kansas. That's why I was asking. I think and she graduated from Frankfurt High, Kansas. Yes, I know the Wagner family. I don't know if you know them, but they had 5 daughters, I think, 4 or 5. And I went to college with their daughter, Wendy Wagner. And we've still maintained friendship after all these years. So I didn't know if you knew that family. That's the only family I know from Frankfurt, but well, Betty, I think it is just you and I this morning, and that's fine. We will still get our movement in this morning, which will be great. So if you want to make sure that you have water, a chair, anything else you may need this morning, we will get started. Oh. So, oh, wonderful. Um, I know that the mom worked here in Manhattan for years. She drove every day. She worked at UMB Bank for a long time. And then there was um, I don't remember the name of it. Hi, Karen. Um, and I don't even know if it's still there, but there was a little restaurant in Frankfurt that her mom worked part-time at. And I don't remember what she actually did there, but I know she worked there when I was in college with my friend Wendy. But it's a small world. I just had to ask because I don't meet very many people from Frankfurt, so I thought I would just inquire. So we are going to get started this morning. We're going to start standing, but know, as always, you can do this seated as well. But we're just going to start with some light walking, or if you like to call it marching, whatever feels good for you this morning. Just getting that heart rate going a little bit. Wonderful, Betty. It's a small world, isn't it? Sometimes it's funny how people are connected. So we're just going to come into this light marching this morning. And we're going to tap into our intentions today for this beautiful Friday morning and going into the weekend. And our mantra this week has been laughter, finding ways to create that laughter because we know it's the best medicine and it helps lower the stress hormone cortisol. So we've been really engaging in that. I want to say thank you to those that participated at the center this week. I know we took things a little slower on Wednesday. We did a little greet and meet kind of thing, getting to know everyone. So that was really fun. I appreciate it if you played along online as well. All right, just coming to stillness. Knowing you can sit in your chair and do these heel rises. We've done that before. But if you want to stand, we're going to come up on our heels and then maybe you rock just a little bit back on your heels. Lifting and lowering, squeezing at the top. Nice job. Keep working. Tapping into that breath that's so important. It helps keeps us grounded, not just in our working out together, but throughout your day. Nice job. Let's do 3 more. 2 and 1. If you're still in your chair, that's perfect. We're going to come back into that walking, but this time maybe you want to bring your knees up a little higher. Maybe you want to take your arms out to a T. If that does not feel good for your balance, please keep your hand on the chair the whole time. You can also come right here if you want with both hands on the chair. You're just bringing those knees into the chest, marching here, but marching a little higher, taking it to. If you take it slow, take it with your breath. So inhaling as the leg comes up, exhale down, inhale other leg, exhale down. Nice option right here as well. Of course, the quicker you move those legs, the more your heart rate will go up. Beautiful. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release. We're going to take those arms out to a nice big T. Exhale. Wrap yourself up in some love. Good morning, Ruth. Good morning, Kathy. I'm so glad you guys are here this morning. From your cell phone, Kathy. Well, I hope you can hear me and see me well. Getting that hug. We're just going to gently round the spine. If this doesn't serve you, you can stay nice and tall and wrap yourself up in that love. And exhale, you're going to release your hands, rolling up, and your head is the last to come up. Let's switch arms. So left goes over. Hug yourself. Maybe you stay right here, or maybe you slowly just round that spine, coming into a gentle little rolling motion side to side. And gently come up. We're going to take our neck to the left, holding. Maybe this is where you need to be this morning. Maybe you gently place your hand on your head and get a little deeper here. You can be seated while we're doing this. You do not have to stand as I am this morning. Listening to your body, so important. And exhale, release. We're going to take our right ear, right shoulder. Again, staying right here is perfectly okay. Or you can gently put a little pressure on that neck, relaxing that outside shoulder. Breathing. And releasing. Come into those gentle circles here, one direction. 3, 2, and 1. Let's switch those directions with those shoulder rolls. Nice job. And release. We're going to come back into that walking. One more time, getting our heart rate elevated just slightly. Doing it safely this morning before we begin our strength portion. Nice job. Keep marching it out here. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice job. Taking your time and getting to your chair this morning. Grabbing your weights if you choose. Here we go, friends. So we're going to start with reverse bicep and a leg lift. So instead of my palm being up, my right palm is down on top of my leg. My spine is nice and long. As I lift my leg, I'm going to lift that bicep, keeping my elbow nice and close to my body as much as possible. So I'm working my wrist, my forearm, and my bicep in this movement. You do not have to lift your leg. That's extra. Just lifting and lowering, keeping that spine long. Nice work. Keep going. Let's do 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, last one right here, and release. Maybe let go of that weight, shake it out. You're going to put it on this leg. We're going to do the same thing, other leg. So left leg lifts, that forearm comes up into that bicep, trying to keep that elbow tucked close instead of out here. Keep it as close to your body as you can. Nice work. Keep squeezing that weight, lifting that leg if you choose. I'm holding my core here to remind myself. Inhale as that leg and arm comes up. Exhale as you release, keeping that core nice and engaged. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release. Maybe roll out those wrists. All right, we're going to take our arms into what I call a W for our biceps. Feet are flat on the floor. So we're just going to come into a standard wide V bicep curl to start. And then we are going to move. We're going to add on. That's my favorite thing to do. We challenge our mind. We challenge our bodies when we add on here. Beautiful. Think about the resistance you're creating on the way down. Try not to let the arms just fall. You really want to take it nice and slow, that full range of motion. Let's do 5, 4, then we're going to add on. 2, last one like this. Now we're going to go same movement. When we come up though, we're going to move our arms more closer, wide V. Bring them closer to the body on top of your thighs. Bring them up. Take them out to the side. Nice job. Taking this as slow as you need to. Now, when we add on this layering, we're creating more of a shoulder movement as well as the biceps. So we're getting more muscles involved. So good. Let's do 6. Keep working. Keep that spine nice and long. You got this. 4 more. 4, 3, 2, 1 more here. And release. Nice job. Maybe shake out the shoulders, shake out the hands, open and close them. Whatever feels good for you this morning. Nice work. All right. Our next move is going to be some chest work and some shoulders. So we're going to take our arms into our chest. See, I little triangles on the side, and then open them up. Try not to hyperextend those arms. I want you to have a soft bend in those elbows. So bring them in and push them out. Nice job. Inhaling and exhaling here. Exhale to center. Inhale to those T arms. Inhale. You got it. Exhale to center. You got this. Keep going. 5 more, and we're going to hold those T arms. I know. You got this. You're going to stay in that little burn zone a little longer. Option to let go of the weights as always. 2 more, we're going to hold. Hold those arms out. All I want you to do is rotate your wrist. So the wrists come up, the palms come down. Palms come up, palms go down. You got it. I know this is burning. We got this. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release. Roll out those shoulders. Maybe roll the wrist a couple of times. Nice job. All right. If you choose, we're going to go into some standing stuff just so we can work our legs because we often sit way too much during our day, and that includes myself. So you don't have to have the weights, and you can have your chair right in front of you for some stability. So you're going to take your right leg back. We're not coming into any sort of crazy lunge or anything. This is just to stabilize you. You're going to have 1 weight on the chair, 1 weight in your arm, okay? You can do this without a weight. So I'm going to square my hips. So I'm not letting this leg come out. I want to square it. Hand is on the chair for support, and I'm actually leaning quite a bit with my arm. So I'm going to come forward. This knee, your left knee, is going to be tracking right over your ankle, so don't let it go way in front. So we're going to row it up to start. This is all we're doing. We're going to row up our arm here, pulling it up, squeezing at the top of that muscle. And this back leg is here for some support because we are going to layer on if you choose. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. We're going to do this same arm movement. Please do not panic. We're not doing a lunge. I call it a knee bend. Even if you have knee problems, we still want to work those joints because what happens if we don't work them, it's actually making it more painful. We still want to work those joints safely. So all we're doing, we're coming back into this row, but you're going to add a little knee bend, just a tiny little knee bend, making sure that this front leg still does not go over the heel. Just a little pull and a bend. Pull and a bend. You got this. Squeeze the glutes, which are your booties, as you're in this movement. Really think about pulling that shoulder blade back. We're working our back here too, as well as our arms. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release. Maybe shake it out just a little bit. You're doing so good. Way to work for me this morning. Take that drink of water before we do that same. We're going to do one more thing on that side with our arm and our leg, okay? Knowing, please, that you do not ever have to use a weight. You don't have to add on. If the leg work doesn't feel good for you, stick with the arm work. So I'm going to set you up. So my left leg is forward. Hand's going to be on the chair. I'm stepping my right leg back. And I'm going to hinge just a little bit over my thigh here, my left thigh. I'm going to bring my arm up and I'm going to stretch it back into a tricep. So right now, this is where we're going. I'm just working my tricep. Don't think about getting that arm really high and try not to do this. We don't swing into the tricep. It's slow and we think about reaching it behind us rather than this. So really reach. Pull it back in. Reach and back in. You got it. Inhale back. Exhale as it comes in. Nice job. If you choose, we are going to add a little leg lift in the back, my right leg. You do not have to do this if this doesn't feel good. You're going to keep your hand on your chair the whole time. So we're going to go lift and down. Lift and down. If you want to stay right here, that's perfectly okay. If you want to challenge, I'm keeping my hand on the chair. I'm lifting into my standing leg, which is my left, and I'm lifting into that tricep. You're squeezing your glutes. You got this. If you try even just a few and then go back to the normal, that's okay. Just try a few. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release. Shake it out. Take your time. Take a drink. Whatever you need this morning. Challenges change. You'll hear me say that a lot because it's true in all facets of our life. If it doesn't challenge us, it doesn't change us. And that includes our body, our heart space, our mental space, right? Beautiful work. All right, we're going to do that all over again on this leg. And then you get to sit and we'll do some abs and cool down. And you will be finished for this beautiful Friday morning. So I'm going to bring my right leg forward, right hand on the chair. Left leg is just going to step back. I'm not in a deep lunge or anything. I'm just supporting my body. I'm going to hinge with my hip just a little bit so my back can stay nice and long. I'm going to row up the left hand with the weight. My gaze is going to stay right in front of me. I'm going to focus on something that's not moving, so I can keep my balance in check. And inhale as that weight comes up. Exhale as you release so we can keep that core nice and engaged. Nice job. Keep lifting and rowing. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. You know where we're gonna, and we're gonna do our little knee bend. It's not a lunge, it's just a little bend. So bend that knee, row that weight up. Bend and lift. Remember that front knee does not go over your toes. Bring it back because we're just doing a little knee bend with a row. Nice job. Keep breathing. 7, 6, you got this. Come on. 4, 3, 2, last one right here. And release, maybe shake those legs out. You have one really hard effort left of your session this morning. And you will be ready to take that tempo down just a little bit this morning. So proud of you. So you're going to come back into that stance. Right leg is forward, right hand on the chair. I'm going to hinge with my hips just a little bit, pulling that weight up like my little chicken wing. Extend it behind me. Bring it back to that chicken wing. So remember, no swinging. Try to keep that swinging as least as you can. We want to keep it very minimal. Just reach that tricep back. Nice job. We're going to add that leg lift in 7. If you choose, you do not have to do the leg lift. You can stay right here if you choose. And 4, 3, 2, and 1. Add that little leg lift. You might have to readjust here. So this front leg, knee stays right over your ankle as much as possible. Just lift. Use that chair for support. It's there, so use it. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Slowly come out of that. Slowly release. Take your time getting to your chair. You can let those weights go. You have graduated. You don't need to do any more weights this morning. We're going to do a little bit of core work, and then you will be done. Nice job. Take your time getting to your chair this morning. No rush at all. I'm going to set you up, as always, for our last little bit of work here. So I'm scooting myself just a little bit away from my chair so we can work our core. We've done this before. We're going to take our arms over our chest here. We're going to inhale, lean back, touch that chair. Exhale, lift that chest. So don't round the spine when you come down. Keep the chest nice and long, spine long. Inhaling and exhaling. Inhaling and exhaling. Nice job. This is your last hard work of class. We're going to do these core movements, and then we'll do our beautiful cool down. Nice job. Keep breathing. If you want to take your arms out in front of you, if that feels better for your spine, this is definitely a good option as well. But really concentrate on that breath. We always want to inhale, so we pull that core back. Exhale, lift. Nice job. Let's do 8 more, and you are done this morning. Release. Inhale and exhale. Beautiful. We got 4 more. 4, 3, 2, last one of today, and yay. Wonderful job, everyone. Stay seated. We're going to stretch it out. We need to, yes? Whew. We're going to take our right leg forward, left leg will stay bent, and all you're going to do is slide down that right leg. Wherever your hands fall, let them fall. Don't worry about if you can't touch your toes. It's more about feeling that stretch in the back of the leg. Maybe you round your spine, relax the neck. And inch by inch, slowly slide that leg back up. We're going to switch other leg. Left leg's going to go forward, right, it will bend. Slowly head for those toes, keeping the foot flexed if you can. Coming into that stretch. And slowly come up. Nice job. Whew. All right. Sitting nice and tall. We're going to inhale our arms up. Exhale. Put those arms to the right, sitting nice and tall. Just gentle twist here on our spine, on our core here. And exhale. Come center. Inhale up. Exhale. Split to the left, sitting nice and tall. And come forward. We're going to alternate our arms here and alternate our foot. I know I'm making you work here just at the end. So lifting my my left heel, my right arm. My right heel goes up, my left arm. Right arm, left foot. Left arm, right foot. I sound like Dr. Seuss, don't I? Just lifting those heels a little bit, stretching out the feet. And our arms are just kind of stretching out our shoulders here. Beautiful. Keep reaching those arms. 5, 3, 2, and last one. Nice job. Take that right arm across your body. Gently hold it. You can leave your arm up here if that feels better than leaving it long. Just working with wherever feels good for you this morning. And then we're going to exhale, either supported, just coming into a tricep stretch here, or if it feels good for you, you can grab the elbow. But sometimes that doesn't feel good for people's shoulders. So just knowing that you can lift right here and still get that nice stretch in the tricep that we worked this morning. Breathing deeply into that stretch and connecting, feeling grounded back to this practice. Celebrating the movement you just created for yourself, for your body, Hopefully your mental space and heart space feels better as well. And exhale, release. Let's do that. Take that left arm across your body, coming into wherever feels good for you this morning. And exhale, release. Pat yourself on the back. Either guide your arm right here for a tricep stretch or come up and over, keeping that neck nice and long. Breathing deeply. And release. Let's do some gentle shoulder rolls. Up to the ear, inhaling, exhaling, let them come down. Couple more this direction here. And when you're ready, you can switch the direction of those shoulder rolls, taking them more exaggerated if that feels better for you this morning, or a little gentler. 3, 2, and release, sitting nice and tall, taking one moment to really soak in all of the effort you created this morning, all the love you gave yourself, your body, being present for you, all beautiful gifts. So take a couple of breaths and just really tap into that. It's so important. Wonderful, friends. Let's scoop up that love for ourselves for this beautiful Friday morning. Nice big inhale through the nose. Exhale, let it go. Nice job, everyone. Way to challenge yourselves this morning. I hope everyone has a wonderful Friday. I want to reiterate that I will be in the center all summer long, Mondays and Wednesdays. Friday, I film at home. However, next week, I will not film on Friday or the following week because I will be in Texas for a family wedding. So I'll be in the center next week, Monday and Wednesday, and then I leave for vacation for a week. I'm pretty confident there's going to be a reminder for people because I know that it's hard to remember all that, but know that I will be back fully again the Wednesday after Memorial Day because I know the center is closed on the 31st. So I'm technically gone a little longer, although I'm actually here, but I'm not on vacation anymore, but the center is closed. So all of this will be revealed, I'm sure. But thank you so much, everyone, for joining me again this morning. I hope that was a wonderful workout for all of you. If you're staying, we have one more session at 11 to 11:30 this morning. And that's all the news I have. I'm going to take a break here just a minute to go. I'm out of water. I need more water. And I need my cord for my computer. My computer does not like to make it through these 3 sessions without being charged. I was pushing it a little hard this morning. Wonderful, Kathy. Happy that you're staying. I'm going to run real quick and get my charger because it just said your Mac is going to power out. You're wonderfully welcome, Ruth. Thank you. Thank you, Karen. Both of you have a beautiful weekend. Hope to see you again soon. I know, Betty. The lighting in the center is really bad. I really worked hard on this room. This used to be a guest room in our home, and I repainted it because it's the paint from when we bought it, and it was kind of dark and dingy. So I repainted it this pretty blue gray. I want to get something pretty on the wall. I just haven't figured out what that's going to be. And I have 2 beautiful windows, and I think this time of day it's just really bright in here. And I'm going to figure out because I am really dark in the center. You're right, Betty. It's awful. It looks, you can hardly see me. So I'm going to continue to play with it and figure out. I think I just might move us somewhere where the lighting is better, but I'm just still trying to figure that out. But bear with me because I know that it's dark in there. Um, so I apologize for that. All right, I am back and charged, and no, we won't lose anybody. We just have about 8 minutes waiting to see if anyone else will join us this morning for this last session. But take your time here to grab a drink, maybe use the little girls' room or boys' room, and hydrate, stretch, all good things while we're waiting for people to come on this morning. Oh, thank you, Kathy. I don't know if I feel so great with lack of mom sleep and no makeup, but I appreciate you. I have a couple more minutes here. It might just be us, but we'll just wait a couple more minutes to see if anyone else jumps on at 11 o'clock here. All right, it just might be us, Kathy. Maybe Mary's on here. That's okay. We got one final session to get us strong for this beautiful weekend. So we're going to jump into it and get ourselves moving. So, as always, the theme this morning has kind of been to stand to start, to get not only everything warmed up, but our heart space, our cardiovascular in check this morning. Because I know we often spend way too much time either at a desk or sitting, and we need to get our heart pumping a little bit. So, wherever you choose to have your chair there for support this morning, we're just going to come into some gentle walking, getting outside, pretending we're outside. Maybe you're outside. Maybe you're lucky. Just keep walking, walking, walking. Beautiful. Sorry, I keep getting buzzed, and I want to make sure it's not work. And I want to make sure I'm not missing anyone. Nice job. Keep marching. Beautiful. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We're going to take these step outs. So just gently stepping out, taking them as slow as you need to, because we don't want anyone to lose their balance. You can do this here, holding your chair, stepping side to side. You can add your arms. Big, nice breath work. Nice job. Keep going. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice job. You can stand to your chair or to the side, but we're going to come into some heel raises this morning again, warming up our feet. It's so important. We stand on our feet a lot. They keep us grounded, so we want to make sure that we give them some love and attention in our workouts as well. Beautiful work. Nice job. We're going to challenge our balance this morning. 5 more. We're going to hold those heels lifted just for a moment, squeezing the glutes, squeezing the core. 3, 2, and 1. Come to teeny little lifts here with those heels. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, we're going to take our arms out to a T. Exhale, round the spine. Maybe interlace those fingers. Maybe let those arms come forward of your thighs and then roll up slow. So inhale again. Exhale, round the spine. Interlace the fingers. Slowly hinge forward just a little bit. And roll up. Let's do that again. Arms out. Exhale, round. Interlace those fingers. Dropping the hands towards the thighs. And slowly stand up. Beautiful. Making sure I'm not missing anybody here this morning. All right. We're going to continue to warm up our body here. So option is to come to your chair. We're coming in for squats. So you can be right here, or you can stand heart center, sink those hips back, and come up. We're going to hold down 2, up 2. So either the chair or here, down 2, up 2. Down 2, up 2. You got this. Down and up. Keep inhaling as you go down, exhaling as you release, pushing through those heels, sinking the hips back in that pretend chair we have. 5 more. We're going to hold. 3 more. 3, 2, last one. Hold and just hold. Hold. Squeeze. 5, 4, 3, 2, and release. Nice job. Shaking out the legs. Taking your time this morning to get to your chair. I said we were going to start standing just to get our heart rate up a little bit this morning. Then we're going to sit in our chair with our weights if you choose. Weights are always just a choice. Sitting nice and tall, long spine, flat against the back of your chair. Feet are flat on the floor. We're going to begin, okay? We're going to take our arms out to these W's. And we're going to bring our arms to our shoulders if you can. You don't have to get there, and out. So what we're doing is bicep work, but we're doing it elevated. And because we're also getting our shoulders involved by doing our biceps at the top instead of normal biceps. So just changing it up a little bit here. Reaching. Now knowing if this bothers your shoulders, you can take this a little lower. So I'm taking my arms little lower range of motion instead of having my elbows at the top by my shoulders, if that causes any discomfort. Inhaling and exhaling. Keep that beautiful breath work. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release. Maybe roll out the shoulders a little bit if they start talking to you. Beautiful. We're going to add on some more strength here. So we're going to take our goalpost. We're going to go up to a shoulder press and down. That's where we're going to start. And then you know I like to layer. So if you want, you lift that right leg and then lift the left. You can take your arms more in front of your face to lower the shoulders if coming up over your head is too intense. Just adding a leg lift. Nice job. Keep breathing. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Put those weights in your lap. Shake out those shoulders. Again, I'm going to show you where we're going here. So we're going to keep going, and now we're going to add another layer of strength. We're doing lifting and lowering. We're going to keep with just the right leg, not to confuse us. So we're still going to lift the leg. Every time our arms change, we lift the leg. So shoulder press to a closed post, lift and lower. Try not to round your spine when you come here. And don't worry about your arms touching. You're just trying to get them closer together. 5 and 4. You got this. Breathing. 2. 1 more. And done. Woo! I know that's intense work. So really roll out the shoulders if you need to. Maybe do those little arm swing bear hugs that we do in a cool down, because we got the other side and I know that really burns, but you're doing so good. Woo! Nice job. We're going to do that all over again, but we're going to do our left leg. So every time you move your arms, you lift your legs. So shoulder press, close the goalpost, open goalpost, and close. People have lots of names for this movement. Some people call it a goalpost. Some people call it a shoulder press. Lift the leg, lifting the arms. You got this. We got 7, 6, all the way here. 5, I know it's burning. You can do this, I promise. 4, 3, 2, last one right here. Woo! Let those arms come down. Roll out the shoulders. Ah, nice job. Way to challenge yourself here. So good. Our next little strength movement here is going to be for our shoulders, arms. Of course, I like to work as many muscles as we can in a short amount of time because I feel like that's the most benefit for our body. So we're going to do some arm stuff, but we'll be working our mid back as well. So we're going to take our arms into a shoulder press and then flip your wrist and then pull it back. Then back to that shoulder press. So shoulder press, turn those wrists, pull it in. So when I'm pulling it out, it's holding my back because I want you to pause for a minute. Don't let your back arch and don't let it pull you forward. If it does, let go of the weights. So I'm going to go into shoulder press, flip the wrist, hold for a moment, pull, turn those elbows back up, shoulder press, flip the wrist, pull them back in. Nice job. Keep going with that. Taking a pause between each movement here. That's how we're doing that intense work that we want to feel. Nice job. Pull it back in. 5 more wherever you are, knowing that this challenging movement is challenging, yes, but it's changing your body. We're working hard here. It's growing that muscle. All really important. 3 more. 2. Last one right here. And release. Nice job. Roll it out, shake it out, whatever you need to do to feel better. With those arms, grab a drink. Wonderful job, everyone. Whew. Nice job. Last little bit of arm work this morning we're going to do is tricep work. And then we will do some core, because you know how I feel about core. It's so important. And then we will be done this morning. All right. So we're going to hinge over our chair a little bit. Feet are flat on the floor. We're going to do one arm at a time. I'll actually turn to the side so you can see me. So I'm going to turn. We're going to work our tricep. So I'm going to get that chicken wing involved. I'm going to stick it behind me and pull it back in. What we don't want is rocking the shoulder. So even if your range of motion is only this depth, that's okay. I'd rather you go just a little bit instead of this with your shoulder. So just keep it nice and controlled. Squeezing that tricep, getting it nice and engaged here. Nice job. Let's do 8 more, and we're going to stay in this little tricep burn. Beautiful work. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. I'm going to show you where we're going here. This time we're going to turn our palm up. So we had our palm close to our leg. Turn the palm to the sky. And we're going to go into a tricep lift. So hinging over those hips. Think about reaching behind you, not so much lifting behind you. So it's more of a reach. I'm thinking about touching the wall behind me. It's going to get into an intense burn. Try to work through it. Breathe through it. 5. We're going to hold it lifted. 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold that lift. And all I want you to do is bring it up and in little. Up a little, into the back. Up and in. Tiny, tiny. Up and in. I know it's burning. Stick it out. You got this. Up and in. Up and in. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Yes. Feel that in your tricep, your shoulder muscle. All really, really good. Nice job. Take your time. We're going to take a little break before we get into that other arm. So stretch out that arm. Loosey-goosey here. Nice job. Woo. I know that was intense work. Way to push through it. Sitting nice and tall, connecting to your breath here for just a moment. All right. We're going to go into that other side. So our feet are flat on the floor. I'm hinging just a little bit over my thighs so I can get that tricep work. So pull that weight in like a chicken wing. Extend it behind you. Pull it in and extend. Keep working. Nice job. Reaching behind you. Keeping that chest open and long spine. And thinking about looking directly in front of you. So we don't want to hunch over. We want our spine to stay nice and long. Nice work. Keep going. 8, 6, 4, 2. Last one right here. And release. We're going to come back into that tricep, but this time palm is going to face up. We hinge over those thighs just a little bit again, and we think about reaching the wall behind us. So not just a lift, but a reach. Think about pulling that core back as you do this. 6, 5. We got those burn coming up. I know. 3, 2. It's a lift and in. Up a little bit, into the back of your back a little bit. Like you're trying to touch in. 6 and 4 and 2. Last one. Nice job. Woo. Roll out those shoulders. Nice job. Taking your time. One last standing exercise. And it's going to be your choice. We're going to do some squats with weights. You do not have to use the weights if you don't want to. You can go back to using your chair and going into a squat. Okay, but I'm going to show you standing with weights. And I don't want you to think about getting super deep. That's not where we're going. We're just utilizing our hips and our knees here. So we're going to have our weights in front of us for like a bicep, okay? My feet are square under my hips, but if you have tight hips, you might slightly turn your toes up to the side, and that's okay. So I'm going to sink my hips down, and I'm going to do a little bicep curl. Sink down, bicep curl. If you want to go right back to where we started in class, where you just use your chair and no weights and you do a squat, totally okay. Sink back and squat. You got this. Sink back and squat. This is your last super hard strength movement. And then we're going to come into a little bit of core and then a cool down. You got this. 8, 7, keep squeezing. 4, 3, we're going to hold it on this last one. Hold it for me. 2, and 1. Hold that squat. Reach those arms out. Pull them in. So I'm in a little squat. Pull them out. Pull them in. 8. This is it. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. Whoo! Release. You are done with the hardest part of class this morning. Release those weights. Grab a drink. I'm going to sneeze, sorry. Bless me. We're going to do a little bit of core and a cool down, so take your time, grab a drink. Stay hydrated, it's important. Maybe tap into your mantra this morning, which is laughter is the best medicine. Hopefully you can take that on into your day, into your weekend. Laughter helps release and lower the hormone cortisol, which is a strength hormone. So when we laugh, we are reducing that. So it's really vital to find that joy in our day-to-day. All right. When you are ready, slowly come back to your chair if you're not already there. And we're going to come into some core. Actually, I changed my mind here. I'm going to face you. All right. So to start, sitting nice and tall, feet are flat on the floor. We're going to take our arms out to the side. We're going to lean, and you can take one arm up and come up here. We're going to alternate. Try not to lean forward. Try to keep nice side body here where we're staying connected to our hips. As we go down and up, taking this as slow as you need to. We don't want to get dizzy, but we want to work our obliques here, which are working as we pull our weight back up to the side here. Nice job. Keep reaching. 8. 6. 4. You got this. 2 more. 1 more here. Last side, each side. One last time. And release. Beautiful work. Breathe. All right. We're going to sit up nice and tall. You can put your arms forward or behind your back. You're going to lift the knee. So really think about lifting that knee up like you're going to touch your elbows, but you're not actually, because I'm not going to let you round. I want you to stay nice and tall. Using that lower part of your abs to lift and lower that leg. Inhaling it up, exhaling it down. Nice job. Inhale, exhale, inhale, and exhale. Let's do 8, 7. You got this. Breathing into it. Let's do 4 more. 3, 2, last one. And release. Maybe roll those shoulders. Sometimes just holding that can start to make our shoulders scream at us a little bit. We have one more exercise, friends, and you are done today. So good. So proud of you. We're going to go back to that core work. This time, sitting nice and tall, we're going to reach up. We're not going to touch because we're not going to round, but we're going to lift and twist our body just a little bit oblique. If you have to come forward of your chair so you can get this a little deeper, you can. So lifting and lowering, up and up. Think about touching and reaching. You got this. 8. All in. This is your last hard work here. 6. And 4. 2 more right here. Up, up. Last one. Up, up. Whew, you did it. Nice job. Smile. Give yourself a nice round of applause. We are going to stretch and it's going to feel amazing. So we're going to take our legs forward. Toes are pointed. Nice big inhale through the nose. Exhale, reach for those toes. Don't worry about if you touch them or not. We're coming into a seated forward fold. So really let the neck hang. Don't keep any stress there. Let the shoulders completely relax. You're surrendering to the practice, thanking your body for today, for creating that movement. No matter where you were in today's practice, always celebrate that you were present, that you were able to breathe through your lungs, you were able to move your body. Such beautiful gifts. And slowly, inch by inch, so you don't get dizzy, roll up. Nice job. We're going to sit nice and tall. Inhale. Exhale, split those arms to the right, sitting nice and tall, maybe grabbing the chair so you can get a little deeper, looking behind your right shoulder. And exhale, come center. Inhale up. And exhale, split to the right, keeping that spine nice and long. And slowly release. Inhale those arms. Exhale, bring them up. Interlace the fingers. Maybe side to side. And start to, as you go side to side, round your spine and bring those arms to your thighs. So we're kind of doing this little wiggly worm movement. And then you're going to come up. Let's do that again. Inhale. Bring them up. Interlace them. And wiggle your back around your spine as you go side to side. Beautiful. Nice work. Let's roll those shoulders a couple of times. We worked them hard this morning. And maybe the other direction. Beautiful. 3, 2, and 1. We're going to lift that right arm up and over like you're giving yourself a pat on the back. Maybe you stay here and just lift that tricep stretch, or maybe you grab your elbow. Whatever feels good for you, but keeping the spine nice and long. And exhale, release. Let's switch other side. Left arm up. Give yourself a pat on the back. Taking whatever variation feels good for you this morning. And exhale, release. Let's do some gentle neck rolls. Inhaling as it comes up Exhaling as chin comes to chest. Being mindful that you don't hear any popping. You need to take it very nice and slow, being kind to our joints. Let's do one more this direction, and then when you get to the top, we'll switch directions with those circles. Nice job. Inhaling and exhaling. Remembering this is a sacred place that you're creating. Anytime you take space for yourself, anytime you are creating movement is a sacred space. You're present for you. It's not selfish. It's very much needed. Reminding yourself of those moments. And exhale. And then finally inhale to the top. Soaking in. Let's scoop up some love this morning, my friends, for your time here today, for yourself, for your beautiful weekend I hope you have coming up. So nice big inhale through the nose. Exhale, release anything that doesn't serve us. Let's do that one last time. Scoop up some love. Exhale, heart center. Beautiful, beautiful. Thank you so much for choosing to share another beautiful day with me and creating that movement. I appreciate all of you, your time, your effort, and the goals that you're creating with me. Thank you. Thank you. Have a beautiful weekend. I will be back in the center on Monday and Wednesday. There will not be a session this coming Friday, which is the 20th, because I will be on vacation. I think we're going to make an announcement so you guys can see that on social media. But I will definitely be here Monday and Wednesday next week. Thank you. Thank you. Have a blessed weekend. I will see you all soon.